Hey guys, hope everyone's doing well. Last week we did number 16. That was where there was a few people that kind of rose up and challenged Moses and his authority. And then 200, so there was like Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. And then 250 more people. God let everyone hold some scepters, and then he just torched them all. Moses falls on his face. And so now we're like, okay, what do we do with these uprisings? They melted down the scepters since now they weren't clean, and they melted the gold and put it on the tabernacle. So we're going to jump into 17 and 18, chapter 17 and 18 in Numbers. And we're going to kind of go over what to do, how they handle this. The Lord said to Moses, "Speak to the Israelites and get 12 staffs from them, one from the leader of each of their ancestral tribes. Write the name of each man on his staff. On the staff of Levi, write Aaron's name, for there must be one staff for the head of each ancestral tribe. Place them in the tent of meeting in front of the ark of the covenant law, where I meet with you. The staff belonging to the man I choose will sprout, and I will rid myself of this constant grumbling against you by the Israelites." So a staff, just like a walking stick, right? So 12 tribes, each of them is going to get a staff, and God's essentially going to show them who I choose to be the one. So Moses spoke to the Israelites, and their leaders gave him 12 staffs, one for the leader of each of their ancestral tribes, and Aaron's staff was among them. Moses placed the staffs before the Lord in the tent of the covenant law. The next day, Moses entered the tent and saw that Aaron's staff, which represented the tribe of Levi, had not only sprouted, but had budded, blossomed, and produced almonds. Then Moses brought out all the staffs from the Lord's presence to all the Israelites. They looked at them, and each of the leaders took his own staff. The Lord said to Moses, "Put back Aaron's staff in front of the ark of covenant law to be kept as a sign to the rebellious. This will put an end to their grumbling against me, so that they will not die." Moses did just as the Lord commanded him. The Israelites said to Moses, "We will die. We are lost. We are all lost. Anyone who even comes near the tabernacle of the Lord will die. Are we all going to die?" So they're freaking out. There was an uprising. God torched a bunch of them. Had everyone essentially draw straws. They drew staffs, and then Aaron's actually blossom budded, and there's almonds on it. So now everyone's scared that God's just going to torch them all. So that was 17. We're going to jump into 18. The Lord said to Aaron, "You, your sons, and your family are to bear the responsibility for offenses connected with the sanctuary, and you and your sons alone are to bear the responsibility for the offenses connected with the priesthood. Bring your fellow Levites from your ancestral tribe to join you and assist you when you and your sons minister before the tent of the covenant law. They are to be responsible to you and are to perform all the duties of the tent, but they must not go near the furnishings of the sanctuary or the altar. Otherwise, both they and you will die. They are to join you and be responsible for the care of the tent of meeting, all the work at the tent, and no one else may come near where you are." So they are separated, the Levi tribe, right? Those are the priests. That's who God chose. He's made it very clear. And they have a lot of responsibilities with it too. "You are to be responsible for the care of the sanctuary and the altar, so that my wrath will not fall on the Israelites again. I myself have selected your fellow Levites from among the Israelites as a gift to you, dedicated to the Lord to do the work at the tent of meeting. But only you and your sons may serve as priests in connection with everything at the altar and inside the curtain. I am giving you the service of the priesthood as a gift. Anyone else who comes near the sanctuary is to be put to death." So, tribe of Levi are the priests. Those are Moses' brother is Aaron. Aaron's a Levite, and his sons and that tribe are they're responsible for the church, the priesthood. Then the Lord said to Aaron, "I myself have put you in charge of the offerings presented to me, all the holy offerings. What the Israelites give me, I give to you and your sons as your portion, your perpetual share. You are to have the part of the most holy offering that is kept from the fire. From all the gifts they bring me as most holy offerings, whether grain or sin or guilt offerings, that part belongs to you and your sons. Eat it as something most holy. Every male shall eat it. You must regard it as holy. So these guys all get part of the tithe to the church, essentially. And that's what they get, like the best of it too. And we're going to see why, what the trade-off is. This also is yours, whatever is set aside from the gifts of all the wave offerings of the Israelites. I give this to you and your sons and daughters as your perpetual share. Everyone in your household who is ceremonially clean may eat it. So they got to stay clean. They got to stay legit, holy for the Lord. I give you all the finest olive oil and all the finest new wine and grain they give the Lord as the first fruits of their harvest. All the land's first fruits that they bring to the Lord will be yours. Everyone in your household who is ceremonially clean may eat it. Everything in Israel that is devoted to the Lord is yours. The first offspring of every womb, both human and animal, that is offered to the Lord is yours. But you must redeem every firstborn son and every firstborn male of unclean animals. When they are a month old, you must redeem them at the redemption price set at 5 shekels of silver, according to the sanctuary shekel, which weighs 20 gerahs. But you must not redeem the firstborn of a cow, a sheep, or a goat. They are holy. Splash their blood against the altar and burn their fat as a food offering, an aroma pleasing to the Lord. Their meat is to be yours, just as the breast of the wave offering and the right thigh are yours. Whatever is set aside from the holy offerings the Israelites present to the Lord, I give to you and your sons and daughters as your perpetual share. It is an everlasting covenant of salt before the Lord for both you and your offspring. The Lord said to Aaron, you will have no inheritance in the land. So here's the trade-off. So they get the tithe, they run the church, but they don't get to inherit any land. The Lord said to Aaron, you will have no inheritance in their land, nor will you have any share among them. I am your share and your inheritance among the Israelites. I give to the Levites all the tithes in Israel as their inheritance in return for the work they do while serving at the tent of meeting. From now on, the Israelites must not go near the tent of meeting, or they will bear the consequences of their sin and will die. It is the Levites who are to do the work at the tent of meeting and bear the responsibility for any offenses they commit against it. This is a lasting ordinance for the generations to come. They will receive no inheritance among the Israelites. Instead, I give to the Levites as their inheritance the tithes that the Israelites present as an offering to the Lord. That is why I said concerning them, they will have no inheritance among the Israelites. So they get theirs now. They get a constant tithe from all the people. They run the church, they stay clean and holy, but they don't get to inherit land. The Lord said to Moses, speak to the Levites and say to them, when you receive from the Israelites the tithe I give you as your inheritance, you must present a tenth of the tithe as the Lord's offering. So even the Levites have to tithe a tenth of the tithe, right? It's like they work for the church, the pastor still tithes. Your offering will be reckoned to you as a grain from the threshing floor or juice from the winepress. In this way, you also will present an offering to the Lord from all the tithes you receive from the Israelites. From these tithes, you must give the Lord's portion to Aaron the priest. You must present as the Lord's portion the best and holiest part of everything given to you. Say to the Levites, when you present the best part, it will be reckoned to you as the product of the threshing floor or the winepress. You and your households may eat the rest of it anywhere, for it is your wages for your work at the tent of meeting. By presenting the best part of it, you will not be guilty in this matter. Then you will not defile the holy offerings of the Israelites, and you will not die. We're going to hang it up there. That was 17 and 18. So God essentially showed again that the Levites are the priests. Aaron's staff bloomed with flowers and almonds, and no one else is allowed to go near the tent of meeting. And the Levites, they get the tithe, and they have to tithe their part of it, but they can't own land. So that's kind of the basic of it. We'll jump into 19 soon. Love you guys. Have a great week.